That's better. That's actually... Oh, that's a lot better. Which kind of annoys me. And, dude, I'm so sick of not recognizing this body and this face. And panicking, because it's like, well, the older we get, the less chance I've got of recognizing myself, since I'm still, like, 16 inside, and it's not looking like it's going to change anytime soon, but fuck. Yes, that's one of the things about being part of a fucking system, is just going, that's not my face, that's not my body. It is, but it doesn't look like it. That messes me up. It's better with makeup. Makeup helps. Okay. I haven't pushed you miles away.
No. Just thinking. We had a weird fucking experience.
I just said that was an amazing fucking experience.
You're far more candid when it comes to speaking about emotions.
I don't know.
We haven't actually talked about that.
What was really cool about it was that it felt... It's like the one time I didn't really need clarification, or... I don't feel like I needed you to say for sure that we just both had that, because like I could tell we did.
Yeah, that weirds me the fuck out too.
I'd like to know if it felt the same for you, though, because like I don't actually know what your experience is completely without asking.
It felt like we normally sit next to each other inside. Usually with like the whole rest of the seating structure between us, quite a large gap. And then more recently, especially since the concert, I learnt to lean against you and let you lean against me and not move so you fell. And you can feel it. I can actually feel it. And it felt like sort of comforting resistance. Yeah, like leaning. Till like yesterday, when we've been working fucking night and day on trying to rewire our brains for connection. Our brain.
Only the one of those.
And that includes with each other. Which is not fucking easy, actually. I mean, you make it pretty easy, actually.
I don't expect it to ever be easy. everything you've been through. I'm amazed that you manage it all.
And last night, it changed again from being like leaning on each other. I can't fucking describe that. It felt like mate, that's gonna be difficult to fucking describe. It felt like we went from leaning against each other to like Venn diagramming. And although when we were side by side, I could tell there was my body and yours, and I could feel mine, how I usually fucking feel. But once we sort of moved through and it overlapped, there was this feeling like I've only been feeling half of my chest or half of my heart, and it felt like the other half clicked into place next to me, and suddenly I could feel a lot more and a lot deeper, and you still felt like a separate person, still feel like a separate person, but with much more. Like I can feel your response, everything. I can feel you listening to me. And I can feel you respond when I say something, usually with curiosity actually. Or excitement when it comes to how brains are working. Fucking behaviour nerd. It's more like I feel our body a lot more now as well. And then for several fucking minutes, I think it was immediately after that, my chest, I felt like I had fucking pins and needles in it. It was like when you lean on your arm for too long and then you move it and it comes back to life and it just fucking fizzes for ages. It was like this entire ring of my chest was just doing that, and it was so fucking painful and like sensitized that if one of us went to touch it, it's still like that actually. I can really fucking feel it. It's not at all numb, but it feels like, I don't know, it feels like the nerves in it are all fucking waking up. It's been like hollow and disconnected from me for so long. I don't know if it's just me, but
It's not. I know where you're going with that sentence.
yeah, that. You seem able to pick up on what I'm thinking and feeling a lot more. And I can feel this kind of consistent movement, sense of life. That's not me, around me. I definitely keep feeling like if we get too close, we'll end up fusing, which is a horrifying fucking idea.
I want to feign taking that as an insult, but I completely agree.
How dare you, bitch.
I should have.
Never pull a blow.
Yeah, it's like before I just would feel like the outer layer of what you were feeling. I feel it much more fluidly now, like yeah, I can feel what you're feeling as it in real time, not just like a flash of it or an outer edge of it or like one feeling. It's like I can just feel what you're feeling, but you're still you and I'm still me, and there is still that like comforting presence of another person. It's literally like another person that is just
sharing a body with you.
yes. But it's never been like that with us. With any of us in here, we've always been so fucking like massively separated, segmented. We've always had so much distance between us and been so cut off from what each other's experience is.
It's taking me a very long time to get used to. I think what the fuck amazes me a lot of the time is I'm not just thinking this is uncomfortable and then backing away, like my usual experience of feeling something. I feel hesitant.
I was gonna say, you feel a bit like when encountering some sort of wild animal and like trying to encourage them to come closer, but being afraid to make too sudden a move in case they just leap up and dart away or leap forwards and attack you. That, I don't think you'd attack me.
Or you could at least pretend to make me feel better. At least adding any more, fuck.
Any more, that's fair. And yeah, I can really feel that.
Great. Love it.
Sorry.
I'll get used to it. It feels a little bit less isolated. Less like darkly closed off and contained and cut apart from everything. Which is sort of better when feeling things like grief. I don't like knowing that you're feeling it too when I feel it. And also it's like it's got more room. Like you can spread out and not just tear with weight through one part of us. This is closer than I thought it was. I had no idea that this was possible. This is like more connected than I ever thought anyone could be.
I'm sure you're hating it. I feel so much relief.
I think both are accurate. Weirdly physically painful. Like my chest still feels a bit like it's like it's sunburnt, but in layers all the way through to my core. It's weird. There's something really terrifying about it, and I don't know why. What's nice about it is pretty comforting, actually. Like the cold void of echoey emptiness in my chest has changed. Feels like there's some weighted security that's warm and comfortable. And hope you didn't care drastically about the makeup.
I don't mind, like, that's totally fine. Having makeup on doesn't need to be perfect.
And also, it doesn't just feel like this is something happening with just me or to just me. It feels somehow like being closer with. It does feel like being more connected to myself. And like in some ways I can see and feel what you're seeing and feeling of me. So I've got a better, I'm more in view, recognizable, have a self-image. Fed through the screen of yours, but you still feel like you, like a separate person to me. So it somehow feels like company, just sort of constant. And we don't feel like the same person. I keep worrying that we will if we get closer. But actually this is the best of both worlds so far.
I don't think I'm more candid than you when speaking about emotions.
From what I was thinking mechanics. Just, this has improved my ability to process shit and my ability to connect with other people. It's, I was thinking very mechanically until you brought that up. Thanks. They make me a little bit evasive, emotions. Avoidant of looking at whoever I'm talking to. I've noticed that, and they don't like it on me. I've always been able to look the world in its fucking eye.
You still seem able to look the world in its eye.
Yeah, I'm fine with the world and strangers, actually. Fuck it. And when it comes to us, Ryan, Poe, dragons, people we care about. I'm really fucking aware of everything my face does since being able to feel our body as well. God, there's a lot of really weird shit that you don't know. You're gonna have to get used to with embodied emotions. It's better than the desolate, icy fucking void of not having access to those things, but fuck, it's weird.